You may have heard by now about Web 3.0 and the blockchain, and that it is the future of the internet. And that's why in the next couple of minutes, I'm going to show you how you can build Web3 applications and websites with no coding knowledge whatsoever using the no-code platform Bubble. Bubble is a no-code framework for building websites and apps, and it is easy to use. It's got a nice responsive engine, a great plugin development community. You can run custom code easily. You can connect to APIs. I've built a couple of projects using Bubble, and I just love how easy it is to go from zero to MVP really quickly. Even though Bubble is a very flexible platform on its own, in order to build apps that connect with the blockchain and interact with the blockchain, you will need to use some plugins. All these plugins have great example apps set up that you can study and even just copy the functionality directly from them. I'll link to a couple of them in the description of this video. But here's a quick overview of my favorite Web3 and blockchain plugins from the Bubble plugin marketplace. Metamask Login, this one is free and you can copy their example code. So you can have your users sign up and log in using just their MetaMask wallet. This is a really powerful feature, and I've used this on a couple of my apps to make it so that users can anonymously log into my application without using an email address. It's actually a really cool feature. Next is the Web3 and Metamask plugin. This is like a more robust version of the Metamask Login plugin. This one allows you to interact with contracts on the blockchain. It's a super powerful plugin. It also comes with a bunch of just Web3 utilities and functions that just can be helpful in building out your application in general. There's the OpenC SDK plugin. This plugin is great for people who want to build applications using NFTs. The OpenC SDK and the OpenC API are both really powerful tools for developers in the blockchain space, and I have a project that uses the OpenC SDK, and it's really cool. You can put in bids on projects. You can pull in data about projects. The Rarible plugin is also really cool. You can mint and upload NFTs directly to Rarible through this plugin. You can build that into your website. The Pinata plugin is great for people that want to use IPFS. IPFS is a file system similar to like AWS. A lot of NFT projects use IPFS so that the source of the NFT image is distributed. So this is a really useful plugin, especially if you're going to be doing NFT projects, but you could use IPFS for a lot of different projects. Real quickly, I wanted to show you guys this other awesome plugin I just found while I was literally editing this video, and that is the Web3 Backend plugin. It's made by the same author, Andrew, over at Easy Code. Just a shout out to him because he makes a lot of these crypto plugins and he's just killing it. It allows you to generate wallets and import wallets using private keys or mnemonic phrases. And the ability to generate new wallets is super powerful. This plugin gives you ultimate blockchain superpowers. And really between all these plugins, I feel like there's nothing you can't do with Web3 and Bubble. You can also make your own plugins. So if there's a SDK or API that you want to interact with, you can build your own plugin for Bubble. And I've heard it's not that difficult. You can also pretty much connect Bubble to any API using the default Bubble API plugin. This is really useful for just interacting with any of the different APIs out there. One thing I love to do is just go look at databases full of APIs to get ideas for apps and novel ways of allowing users to interact with the different data from those APIs. Speaking of ideas, I want to give you guys a couple ideas that you could maybe run with using Bubble and the Bubble plugins. So you could make NFT holder only content websites where you have to have a certain NFT or a certain number of NFTs or a certain NFT with certain rarities in order to access content on a website. This is really cool for clubs and memberships and just enhancing the experience with your NFT project for your users and for your investors and buyers. You could make an NFT wallet. You could make an NFT minting website really easily. You could make a swapping or yield farming app. There's actually this example swapping application that you can copy if you want. It's totally open for anyone to see how it works. I'll link to that below. You could make a crypto commerce website, a website where people can upload digital goods and pay using different cryptocurrencies, almost like a Shopify, but for digital and crypto companies. Almost any Web 1 or 2.0 app can be blockchainized. It's not a word. But a lot of applications can be improved by adding in blockchain functionality. So if you combine these different bubble plugins with some of the different APIs out there, you could really make a lot of interesting magic happen. Decentralize all the things. A couple of tips: if you have any questions or have any trouble using these different plugins, go to the forum. Every one of these plugins has a dedicated forum space on the Bubble forums where people talk about issues they're having and ideas they have and asking if the plugins are capable of certain functionalities. So always go to the forums first. One last thing I'll say is that while it's definitely not necessary, it is helpful to learn some Solidity code. I didn't know anything about Solidity, and I have started to learn some just so that I can start writing my own smart contracts and deploying those, and then using things like Bubble to interact with those smart contracts. A great place to start if you want to learn some Solidity is on the OpenZeppelin website and also on YouTube. Just look for tutorials. You're here, right? So I'm sure you're capable of that. So I hope this video opened your mind up to some of the possibilities with Web3 and the blockchain, and shows you that you don't really need to be a developer to start building applications for Web 3.0 and the blockchain. I'd love to hear about what type of Web3 and blockchain apps you want to build or are building in the comments below. Post them, and I will see you on the next video. Peace.